Samsung is preparing to launch the Galaxy A56 5G in the US, aiming to capture more users in the mid-range smartphone market. Last year, the Galaxy A55 never made it to the US, but don't worry, you're not missing much. The A56 5G is very similar, with a few small changes. However, there's a strong new competitor in the market, the Google Pixel 9a. The Pixel 9a is making headlines with its powerful specs. It features Google's latest Tensor processor, a high-quality camera, and a big battery, all packed into a compact and stylish design. And the best part? It costs only $499, making it a serious threat to Samsung. So, which phone is better? Let's compare. The Galaxy A56 5G sticks to Samsung's usual design with a flat aluminum frame and Gorilla Glass Victus, plus on both the front and back. It is thin at just 7.4 millimeters and weighs 198 grams. A new design feature is the unified vertical camera strip, replacing the separate rings found in older A-series models. The Pixel 9a, meanwhile, has a slightly different design compared to previous Pixel models. Google has removed the big 3D camera visor, opting for a simpler, flat camera setup. The Pixel 9a also has a flat aluminum frame with a plastic back, making it lighter and more compact. In terms of durability, the Galaxy A56 5G has an IP67 rating, meaning it can handle dust and water splashes. The Pixel 9a is even better with an IP68 rating, which offers higher protection against water. Both phones come in multiple colors. The Galaxy A56 5G is available in pink, olive, graphite, and light gray. The Pixel 9a offers more vibrant options: obsidian, black, porcelain, white, iris, purple, and peony, pink. If you prefer bolder colors, Google might be the better choice. The Galaxy A56 5G has a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED screen with Full HD Plus resolution, HDR support, and a 120Hz refresh rate. It gets bright up to 1,200 nits in high brightness mode. The Pixel 9a has a smaller 6.3-inch OLED display, but matches most of Samsung's specs, including Full HD Plus resolution, HDR, and a 120Hz refresh rate. However, it gets much brighter, up to 2,700 nits at its peak. If you use your phone outside a lot, the Pixel 9a's brighter screen might be better. Both phones also feature in-display fingerprint scanners for security. Samsung uses the Exynos 1580 chip in the Galaxy A56 5G, paired with 8GB of RAM and either 128GB or 256GB of storage. However, Samsung removed the microSD card slot, so you cannot expand storage. The Pixel 9a runs on Google's Tensor G4 chip, also built on a 4M process. It's not the fastest processor, but it handles daily tasks and AI features well. Like the A56, it has 8GB of RAM and storage options of 128GB or 256GB. Both phones run Android 15, but the experience is different. The Pixel 9a offers pure Android with Google's full AI features, while the Galaxy A56 5G comes with Samsung's One UI 7, which includes some AI features but is not as advanced as Samsung's flagship models. Both phones will get software updates for 7 years, keeping them secure for a long time. The Galaxy A56 5G has 3 cameras: a 50-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultrawide, and a 5-megapixel macro lens. This is very similar to previous Galaxy A-series models. The Pixel 9a has 2 cameras, a 48-megapixel main sensor and a 13-megapixel ultrawide. Google focuses more on software improvements rather than adding extra lenses. Thanks to Google's smart image processing, the Pixel 9a's cameras may actually take better photos than the Galaxy A56 5G. Both phones have good battery life. The Galaxy A56 5G has a 5000 mAh battery, while the Pixel 9a has a slightly larger 5100 mAh battery. Samsung wins in charging speed with 45-watt wired charging, similar to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. However, it doesn't have wireless charging. The Pixel 9a supports 23-watt wired charging and 7.5-watt wireless charging. If you prefer wireless charging, the Pixel 9a is a better option. At $499, the Pixel 9a offers great value. It has a more powerful chipset, better AI features, a brighter screen, and an optimized camera system. The Galaxy A56 5G isn't bad, but it doesn't bring many upgrades over the A55. With a weaker processor, limited AI features, and a dimmer display, it may struggle against the Pixel 9a. If you want the best value, go for the Pixel 9a, but if you prefer Samsung's ecosystem and faster charging, the Galaxy A56 5G is still a solid option. Which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tech updates.